Welcome to English A111 Introduction to Composition. My name is Scott Downing. I'll be the instructor for the course. I want to use this introductory video to give you an overview of the course and how we'll be using Blackboard throughout the course. As you can see, the links are available to various sections. I organized this Blackboard course site in three major sections, as you can see. The first section, announcements, start here, syllabus, course calendar, and student outcomes, gives you kind of an overview of the general expectations for the course. I'm going to go through those fairly specifically in a little bit. The second section, course content, course materials, discussion board, portfolio, and conferences, is where we'll be doing the work of the course, particularly in the discussion board and the portfolio, and I'll talk about that again in a bit as well. And then the last section is is where you will find grades, and then of course can find contact information for myself and additional student help. So let's just get started with the announcement page. This is where I will be making announcements, particularly in the first week. After that first week, I will be moving my announcements to the discussion board, and I'll show you where that will be located in a few minutes. Before you get started, of course, I would go ahead and recommend you go through the Start Here button. If you select that link, you'll see some information on how to succeed in the course, and also class rules. I would recommend going through that, and then also some information on using the discussion board, one of the primary tools we'll be using in the course, and portfolio submission, which is assignment submission through the assignment functions. So be sure to go through all that information. There's also some additional information on Blackboard tutorials, accessing your grades, playing streaming video, and I use video a fair amount in this class, particularly as I get into feedback on your work. I'll give you video feedback. And then just to make sure that you've covered everything, go through that list under the congratulations link. So that's a great place to start. As you move on into other parts of the course, it will ask you to look through the syllabus. I'm not going to go through the syllabus specifically at this point, but I have posted the syllabus here, along, of course, with the course calendar. So there's an attached file, and then the syllabus is also pasted into the text box. And then if you go to the course calendar, this highlights all the due dates for all the discussion questions, discussion forum questions, and that's what DQ stands for, discussion question, and also the assignments, writing assignment number 1, number 2, number 3, and so forth. So take that calendar. You can put it in your own calendar if you like, print it out, but be sure you're on top of those discussion questions, particularly, and the assignments as you move through the course. And then I posted the student outcomes. These also appear in the course syllabus, but this is, of course, the goals that we're striving toward, working toward as you complete discussion questions and also the major assignments. I've posted the course content here, week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can move through that information. It has the student outcomes that we'll be shooting for in those each week, and then also the discussion forum questions and overview of that information. I've also posted course materials. Not a lot of information here, just the text itself, the Norton Field Guide, and access to tutor.com, which is a great resource that you can use not only for this class but other classes as well as you complete writing assignments. And then the discussion board. I do have an overview of the discussion board, how to use this, but this is where much of our discussion will be taking place. So I ask you to create responses to these discussion questions. Again, go to the Start Here button if you're unsure how to do that. It explains that in more detail. But I pose questions to you that tie to the concepts and principles we're discussing in class, and also tie to your experience and the assignments that you'll be completing in class as well. As you'll see from the course calendar, I assign a lot of discussion questions. They're fairly short, about 100 words, but I really believe in the importance of writing on a daily basis, but also continuously trying to improve your writing by putting pen to paper or typing on the computer screen. One of my philosophies of teaching is that writing is a craft of the hand, and the only way to get better at it, really better, you could talk a lot about the concepts and principles behind good writing, but to get better you need to practice. And so the discussion questions and the number of discussions questions we have is a result of my focus on that, the importance of writing on a continuing basis. The portfolio is where you're going to submit your major writing assignments. Just a quick overview, you're going to do an initial reflection essay, which kind of looks back over the things that have affected your writing to this point, and there'll be more information on this assignment as well. So what have been your strengths? What are your areas for improvement as you start the class? And then we're going to go through a series of assignments that are connected. The research proposal, in which you'll propose to do research. The annotated bibliography, in which you'll conduct the research and report on what you found, the sources that you found. The thesis statement outline is where you'll focus your subject, create a thesis for that particular subject, and then the research paper itself, where you will write on the topic that you've selected. And then finally, the final reflection essay wraps everything up, identifying the skills that you've learned in completing the course, and maybe things that you can need to continue to work on. So again, there'll be more specific information on each of those assignments as we move through those. Those will be in the portfolio. Another thing that I believe in is the importance of conferences, and so I have made an individual conference sign-up link available. You select the individual conference sign-up, and what you'll see is you will go to a calendar where you can sign up for individual conference slots. Again, this is not required, but if you want to talk about your work, an assignment, discussion questions, any of those kinds of things, that can be very helpful. And I often find that the best teaching goes on in one-on-one conversations with the student. And then, of course, you can just check your grades here. If there's ever a missing grade or anything that's been overlooked, certainly let me know. And then there's faculty information here as well. Gives you my contact information and also my office hours. And then lastly, not least, student help has a lot of information on technology, academic support, accessibility, libraries and information literacy, student policy procedures, and so forth. And if you have a question and can't find it there, certainly feel free to use this discussion board. The questions forum is a great place to post those questions. Here, other students may be having those same questions as you move through the course. So again, welcome to the course. It's great to have you here. If you have questions as you get started, certainly let me know. I'm looking forward to working with you in the next 5 weeks.